Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the next episode of Star Trek Online, where we continue our journey as my Agent of Yesterday character. So, let's begin. Let's see where we get to go to, what's going to happen next. I mean, I only described so much of what's going to happen, but, I mean, I already know what's going to happen because I've played this episode many times already. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. The Temporal Front.
The data from the future you've provided has made it clear. We need to form a stronger alliance with the major galactic factions. To that end, we're sending delegates to the first Alliance Summit. This could be the beginning of a new age, and your presence there could ensure the summit's success. Meet our delegation at the embassy on New Romulus.
Alright, elegant jacket. That's new. I don't remember that being on here before. Oh, this is the not cool set. Accept. Alright, let's begin. I'll take the secondaries this time. It's really happening, Admiral. The first summit conference between the major powers in the Alliance. Given your pivotal role in the events leading to this meeting, the various leaders and ambassadors will be seeking your counsel on matters. We shouldn't keep them waiting. Indeed, I hope my insight will be of assistance to them. Hey, Commander Shava.
Greetings. It's an honor to finally meet you. Welcome to New Romulus and the first Alliance Summit. The opening ceremonies will begin soon. Until then, please, wait here in the assembly hall.
Hold on, I'm typing something. Thank you, Lieutenant Commander. Alright, Admiral Noye, how you doing?
This summit shall be of historical importance, to be certain. Ambassador Sugihara and President Okeg have a monumental task ahead of them, however. There is a 34.8% chance of a major diplomatic incident occurring during the summit. One that could lead to its complete collapse.
Nobody can read that now. Because I'm in a different area, so no one can read that. Alright, let's hope we best those odds, Admiral, for our sakes. Hey, Sean.
Well, here we are. It's still a little hard to believe, isn't it? Peace in our time, or so they say in all the media reports. Regardless of the outcome today, the crew of the Enterprise stands ready.
As do my crew, Captain. Come what may, we will do our duty. Hey, Admiral.
Good to see you. Quite a sight to see, this summit. I can't help but wonder what the role of Starfleet will be once it's complete. Will we return to a role of discovery, or remain on guard, phasers at the ready?
Sorry, I'm trying to send some messages out. Thought has crossed my mind as well, Admiral, more than once. President of the Federation.
It is a pleasure to finally meet you. Your reputation precedes you, of course. Were it not for your efforts, this summit wouldn't be happening. Allow me to thank you for that, on behalf of the United Federation of Planets. We've quite the journey ahead of us, but we'll begin today by taking that important first step.
Enemies are still out there. Our enemies are still out there. Let's hope this first step isn't our last. Eternal vigilance is the price of liberty. Oh. Chancellor Jumbuck. What else we got over here? Oh. See, now I think they added those guys because those weren't in the original. Alright, Chancellor Jumbuck. What do you have to say about all this?
Kavan! Today is a momentous occasion for us all. Let us hope that this conference goes better than the one at Kittima. You have done well to prove that we need this agreement to succeed.
Yeah.
Still, it would be
That's when
naive
the
of us all to
Iconians
assume this
were
peace
introduced.
will last any longer than the ones that have come before. More likely, we're on the peaceful side of a giant circle, and it is only a matter of time before we find the site of war once more.
Find a chance they're facing it with allies. The path to victory is sooner than we'd like. Idle wager, our enemies won't stand by idly while we march forward. Conflict will find us all, Chancellor. Facing it with our allies is the path to victory. Okay, now I get to go talk to Tom. Yeah, because I don't think before they added the victory is life, I don't think these two were even a part of this. Neither was Garrick or... Well, Saran might have been. Oh, wow. Even Kira's here. I don't remember any of these guys being on here originally. Tapella. Ambassador Tapella. Not familiar with her. I think they've changed this episode a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see what happens now. Alright, Titan, what do you have to say?
Jolan True. Truly, we are witnesses to history. If only my esteemed mentor, Ambassador Spock, had lived to see this day. When reflecting upon this summit, I am reminded of an ancient Terran saying he once taught me. They shall beat their swords into plowshares. Many here today would see that come to pass for us, I think.
Of that, I have no doubt.
And yet, despite the withdrawal of the Iconians, we have many enemies throughout the void. Many worlds must be rebuilt to survive. It seems we have great need of both swords and plowshares. A strong alliance can secure both of them for us all.
Finding a best approach may be difficult. I've seen the future, and it's not exactly the best right now. Okay, so now we got a couple other people we can talk to now. Check on preparations with Shava. Speak to other ambassadors. Yes, we'll speak to... Yeah. Get to speak to these ambassadors, which I don't think were here originally. So this is going to be interesting to see how this goes. Alright, Tapella, what do you have to say about all this?
It is agreeable to see you here. Considering your actions during the Iconian conflict, it is eminently logical for you to be a part of determining the Alliance's path forward.
Let's hope the Council is ready to listen to me. I'll say maybe we use whatever that was. Alright, what do you have to say about this, Maurice? Because none of this has happened yet.
I've heard this summit is as much about the future of the Four Quadrants as it is a resolution of the war. I'm happy with finding peace, though. We're all long overdue for peace. Prophet's will.
Do not keep your weapons handy as I will. Agreed. Alright, Rom, I haven't talked to you yet.
While Rule 34 says that war is good for business, I think I've had my fill of it. Still, if what I hear in the wind is true, we're in for a heaping helping of Rule 35.
Peace is good for business, if memory serves.
Exactly. And here's hoping that business is good. The markets took a beating in the last days of the war.
Rule 125, you can't make a deal if you're dead. Alright, Garrick, what do you have to say about this?
Greetings.
It's kind of odd seeing you here.
Quite the gathering today, wouldn't you agree? One hopes that amidst all this splendor, the great powers find it in their hearts to remember the plight of Cardassia.
The Cardassia people will not be forgotten, Chancellor. The Cardassian people will not be forgotten, Counselor. Hey, Ambassador Sarah.
Greetings.
We stand upon the threshold of a great venture for all gentle beings in the galaxy. The Teferi, as always, shall strive to seek a state of balance. This may be our greatest challenge yet, but one we cannot forsake.
The pursuit of balance is at Admiral 1, Ambassador. Yeah, see, I don't know. See, now that's gonna change how these episodes play now if these guys have been added. So I wonder I wonder if they're involved in, well, from what I understand, that arc is gonna go bye-bye. The one with the first arc with the Dominion, when we first fight the Dominion. But I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I'd have to go back through and play the episodes again just to see what's changed since they added the new content, because all those guys were not in this originally.
The opening ceremonies are about to begin. Ambassador Sugihara will be making an announcement shortly.
Very good, Lieutenant. Commander? Hello.
May I have your attention? The summit is about to commence. Please, join me in the main conference room now.
So I wonder how much more they've actually changed in this, because they've added these guys. These guys were not in here originally in this episode. Since the new content's been added, I wonder how much of the rest of the game plays differently now since they added these guys. Because I haven't even got to that part with this character. And DS9 is supposed to still be what it used to look like before it got attacked by what's occurring in the Victory's Life arc. Alright.
So glad you could make it. I have to admit, you've done what many believe to be impossible, bringing everyone to the table to form a greater galactic alliance. Well done. Now, if you would be so kind, would you mind escorting your leader to the conference room? I can't think of a better honor guard.
Of course, Ambassador. See you inside. Oh, okay. Let's go talk to the President again.
Is it time? Very well. Let's not keep history waiting. Lead the way.
How is your life adjusting to being on Earth? Being the president of the Federation from a species that was not really a whole lot talked about, but I guess in the new season of Discovery there's going to be one, so... Jeez, Tas, you're a tall creature. Well, I guess they're all pretty big people. Oh, man, they're going to join us too. This is going to be interesting because I don't know how they're going to play into this episode. If they're even going to be part of the episode. Besides me talking to him one-on-one.
Fellow delegates, honored guests, we stand at a crossroad.
Oh no, Chancellor Zempo. I wonder who's going to take over now.
Chancellor, that Romulan poisoned his wine. This is Romulan treachery.
We did no such thing.
Oh, that's not Chancellor Zempo. Oh, maybe it was.
Mr. President, look out!
This is the PC version. But I do have the Xbox One version. Stop moving. Stand still. I can't shoot her. Ouch. Yeah, I don't have PS4. I'm not a fan of them. Never really been a fan of PlayStation. Okay, well that's an interesting way to bring me back. Alright. Oh, yeah, this one's a little bit tricky to remember how to do this properly.
You. Once again, you meddle in the affairs of your betters, alien.
Okay, well, I was actually invited to this conference, so I was actually here. I'd recognize you anywhere, Krog. Oh, yeah, she was back on... Oh, I can't think of it. One of the Doomsday encounters. Not nearly long enough. And then, of course, the audio's gone already. Not nearly long enough. Pity about Glorn and... Oh, okay. That's the place I was trying to think of. Glorn and Core. Over 100 years have passed, and it's still a putrid wasteland. Ah, I can see by the look in your face that we're about to have an unpleasant conversation, so be it. Let's start with something simple. What time period are you from exactly? Well, they're not from the current timeline, I know that much. Well, she's not.
One that shall be free of your wretched species, I think. And soon. Incorrect.
29th.
How your kind slipped free of your wretched home to this room? A simple matter of putting one foot in front of the other, really. With considerable practice, you may be able to master the technique. Although I have my doubts.
Look like I remember before, your disguise must have fooled embassy security.
A simplified but accurate deduction. You must be so proud.
Considerably so. Let's move on, shall we? Are you working alone or as part of a team?
One of my people is worth 1,000 of your misbegotten species.
You're alone. I don't scan any more like you on sight.
Correct. You are more astute than I gave you credit for, mongrel.
Charming. Time for another question. Where is your home base of operation?
Search the skies for a star in the grip of death, and you may find my home.
Old Nakul, I'm guessing? Oh, okay. No.
Yes, Nakul. Her beautiful radiance will return to the cosmos once more. It is a matter of destiny.
But how? What, Walker? What, Captain Walker?
Hello. I see you've discovered a temporal anomaly.
Just a minor one. Tried to assassinate the captain, or president. Sir, well, Tarsi, I already know. I just saw Captain Walker show up just before you sent your message. Indeed, Captain Walker is with us now.
We detected a time breach in the 29th century.
Yeah, so 29.
Strangely, we couldn't track the actual traveler, but we sensed a change in history on this day and time. Seemed like a good idea to investigate it.
Yeah. Meet Specialist Krog. She just failed to assassinate the president.
No doubt an attempt to fatally undo the Alliance Summit. Quite the terrorist act. If this summit fails, everything you saw in the future would be disrupted at best. At worst, that future will cease to exist entirely.
Continue.
If you adjust your tricorder settings to analyze chronoton emissions, you'll discover her point of origin as the 29th
Yeah, that's
century.
what I meant to ask. I don't know why I thought 27th century. Because either the 28th or 29th is where she came from. Because I think the one of her race that goes back and disrupts World War II during the Enterprise era was, I think, from the 28th. Sounds like a trip to the future is in order, Captain. Or I guess he could be from the 29th too. I don't know. We'll get to that
Go
later.
to the future? If we're certain they are from Nakul, wouldn't a preemptive strike in this time put an end to any of their future ambitions?
Well, unfortunately, the people on Nakul in this timeline are trying to survive. They have not gone crazy like these guys have. Disrupting the Nakul now would be disastrous. Yeah, it probably would be.
That's correct. The safest course of action is to stop the incursion at its point of origin, the 29th century Nakul system. Time is of the essence. We'll need to leave soon. May I suggest turning over your prisoner to Commander Jarak before we depart?
Agreed, Commander. If you'd be so kind.
I'll be happy to acquaint Specialist Krog with the interior of a high-security Romulan holding cell. Good hunting.
See what you can do about misplacing the key while you're at it. Or, thank you, Commander. Run a level 3 security scan. She may have more tricks up her sleeve. Now I'll do that one. Admiral, are you ready to go back to the future? Go back to the future! Yeah! Bye.
All hands, brace for temporal shift. Now!
Iron basis. Interesting. Interesting. Now, cool system 2000 or 2700 or no 2800 something or other. Admiral, stellar drift indicates that we are in the 29th century. Interesting. What have you discovered? Look at the star, sir. Over 400 years have passed, and the Nakul still haven't turned it into a singularity. The Nakul still hasn't turned into a singularity. I'm reading some very unusual stellar radiation here. Sir, the Pastok is hailing us. On screen. Oh, yeah. Now I know where we're at now. Yes.
I take it you're seeing the same thing we are.
Yes.
While the Nakul star was ruined by the Toxutat in your time, the fact that it's not a black hole is quite the mystery.
Reports of its demise appear to have been exaggerated.
Quite so. We're also reading a massive structure of unknown origin near the star. It's a day for enigmas, it seems.
Let's take a closer look at those enigmas, Captain. Of a brown dwarf.
Strange. This system hasn't been inhabited for decades. What are the Nakul up to?
Well, there's a big giant structure that we can see. That might have something to do with it.
Unknown vessels, you have violated Nakul space. You shall pay with your lives.
Really? Is that how we're going to play this, huh? We're just investigating, just seeing what's going on, what you guys have been up to the last 400 years.
Most of the Nakul are law-abiding, but the radical elements have been a thorn in our side for some time.
Looks like the thorn's getting sharper, Captain. Ooh, good for them, whoever it
You
was.
shall pay for your crimes, alien filth.
Aliens? We're not aliens. We are human. What, you don't know? You don't know about the humans in this time? And that we're unfortunately responsible for the death of your star, even though it wasn't intentional. Oh, here comes Vosk. Ah, that name's familiar. He was responsible for the events that took place at the end of Season 3 of Enterprise.
This is starting to come together. General Vosk is the leader of a radical element within the Nakul. We've been looking for him for some time.
So your search may be over. We're reading an inbound ship at high warp.
Acknowledged. Sensors indicate she's of Nakul registry. The NV Destiny.
Helm, set to intercept course. Oh, I gotta do it myself.
I am General Vosk of the Nakul. I do not recognize your vessel, and your face is new to me. Identify yourself, if you please.
I'm Admiral Marcus Ambrose Labruta of the USS Welshman. One of your people has...
Be silent! The goals of a primitive aboard a garbage scow matter little to me. Leave Nakul at once, or you will be destroyed.
If that's the way you want to play it, General, so be it. It's a lot easier in normal mode than it is in hard mode, or advanced mode. Not bad for a bunch of...
Bad news. I'm reading multiple Nakul warp signatures inbound to our location. We'll maintain Overwatch as long as we can. Go get Vosk.
We're on our way. I'm going to take my more experienced officers this time. welcome back, or is this someone different? Acknowledge. All right, everyone, move out and stay sharp.
I admire your tenacity, but your struggle is truly in vain. Soon the Nakul will stand first above all. Your kind will be but a memory, replaced by the glory of Nakul!
Not if we have anything to say about it, General. That's weird. I wasn't down, but I was up, but I wasn't alive. One of you revive me. Whatever. My gun was on auto fire. Jeez. Come on, guys. I didn't say respawn, I meant to say help, not respawn. God, Jesus. Come on, guys. Really? Are you guys just not working? Aren't helping me much. I keep getting my butt kicked, so what?
Enemy target on center. Enemy command eliminate.
Okay, well, that's that.
General Vosk, the portal is ready.
All hands, begin temporal shunt for Nakul, for destiny.
Come with us, sir. It's time.
Computer, initiate self-destruct sequence. Now.
That's not gonna work. Try to recover one, the other one gets killed. Guys. Alright, let's go.
Situation under control, and fast! I'm beaming over to join your efforts.
Alright, let's go.
I'd prefer keeping the Destiny in one piece. Her temporal tech alone is well worth saving. Cover me while I try to shut down the self-destruct sequence. Be prepared. The not cool won't go down easy.
Understood, Captain. We'll give you the time you need.
Incoming enemies! Hold the line!
Hold the door! Hold the door! Sorry, wrong show.
Damn! They've hard-locked the self-destruct. I'm going to try to bypass the lock. Cover me. More not cool heading our way. Security. Looks like they've learned a trick or two from the Borg. Let's download what data we can and leave.
Can't salvage a ship, huh? Even your 29th century technology cannot help with this 29th century technology. Oh, what the heck?
Multiple Nakul life signs detected.
Oh, yeah, of course, because you decided to run away from us. Really? These guys aren't going to come out of their hiding spot? Oh, that was weird. They just, like, glitched out and showed up somewhere else.
Enemy target on sensor. Personal shield losing power. Flanking damage detected. Shield losing power.
Clever devils. They've started using a full data purge. Think I can stall that for a while. Need a little more time here. Cover me!
Flanking damage detected. Flanking damage detected. Personal shield losing power. Enemy target on sensor. Personal shield losing power.
Dang, really? What the heck? my guy was going like a little going goofy looking. Oh, I'm lagging. I'm rubber banding.
Destiny is about to explode and the Nakul are on the verge of a major military operation. I'll return to Pasta, call for reinforcements, and hold the line.
Understood.
I managed to bypass the security protocols on the main console. Grab any critical data you can and beam out before Destiny explodes.
Will do. Good luck, Captain. We won't be long. You're standing by, Admiral. Get us out of here. Ooh, excuse me. Bye, Vosk. Have fun meeting Captain Archer in the past. Admiral, Vosk's ship is still set to self-destruct. We should exit explosion range before it blows. Well, take us to a safe distance.
If we don't shut down the Nakul portal quickly, we'll be facing a full-scale temporal assault. Reinforcements are on the way, both for us and the Nakul. Buckle up. Things are about to get rough.
Red alert, all hands. It's battle stations. Captain me to the bridge.
Imperial ships inbound. Holding them back will be, challenging. This situation is escalating. We must destroy their temporal facility before any other ships travel through.
Weapons ready. Let's put that portal out of commission. To come and help us. Well, I mean, Klingon Empire, not it's Gorn that's taking command because his captain got destroyed.
I will die before that happens.
Well, he's already made it. He makes it to the pass just fine. We don't kill him off. Captain Archer does. Darn super weapon.
Triumphant path and near the portal for Naku.
Ah, I failed my operational incursion. I was trying my best. But my target was locking on the stupid. He's trapped. Now General Vosk is trapped in the 20th century. At the end of World War II. During the height of World War This episode's probably got the most deaths in it right now. Really don't need that. I don't know what they expect I'm going to do with a Romulan warp core.
Well, that could have gone better.
Yeah.
Still, with that data you downloaded and a little luck, we might be able to find the Nakul vessels that made it through the portal. Hopefully before they can do any serious damage to the time stream.
Well, that won't be a problem. I don't even know what happened to all those ships.
Your confidence is reassuring.
Even
Let's
in
get
that
you back
Enterprise
to...
episode.
Wait. We just registered a new historical record. It appears that General Vosk has been found and dealt with in the distant past by Captain Jonathan Archer.
See? One of Starfleet's finest. The one... That's one down, more to follow.
Indeed. We've got our work cut out for us. I suspect we'll have to recruit more temporal agents to deal with incursions of this magnitude. Regardless, thank you for all your help today. Let me know when you're ready to return to your time.
Acknowledged.
Are you ready to return to the 25th
Well,
century?
let me reincorporate my ship first, and then we can leave. Alright, now I am. Alright, well that is that. Well, let's just finish out this episode. Let's collect our reward. Welcome back, Admiral. I've asked Temporal Investigations to see what can be done about the Nakul incursions. You'll be happy to know that the summit is still on, though it took Sugihari quite a bit of maneuvering to get the Klingons back to the table. Commander Shava's sacrifice was not in vain. May she rest in peace. I'll take the weapon. I'll eventually might come back and get the rest of the set. Collect reward.
Congratulations, Admiral.
Woo, another specialization point. Yay. Alright, well that is that episode, and let's see, where are we going next? What's going to happen? What's going on next? Let's see. Temporal Reckoning. Okay, so now we run into Daniels again. Alrighty, well, that's it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for those people who actually did try to watch all the way through. Sorry that some of them left early, and then I don't know, and then this new person at the end here. So until next time, later. Come on, it always takes me a while to stop it. Come on. Really? There we go.